Hi everyone, this is Girish from the Macro Story. What we are seeing right now is unprecedented in the history of mankind. After World War II, this is the biggest escalation that we have seen between Russia and the West. In fact, some of the political commentators have said that after the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, this is the most dangerous moment in history. The last 48 hours, there have been many developments. Biden has authorized long-range missile attacks deep inside Russian territory to Zelensky. And Zelensky launched 6 missiles in a Russian military depot in Kursk region, 140 kilometers away from the Ukrainian border. And this was after Vladimir Putin signed a new order whereby he changed the nuclear doctrine of Russia, where Russia now will see any long-range missile attack from Ukraine as equivalent to a nuclear attack, and Russia would reserve the right to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine or the country which is supplying these weapons to Ukraine. So basically, Vladimir Putin has made it very clear in the last 48 hours that Russia will see use of these long-range missiles as an unprecedented escalation which could warrant a nuclear response from Russia. Now, Vladimir Putin has made these nuclear threats many times since the start of the war, that is February 2022. So it's not like this is the first time he's making this kind of threat, but this is also the first time when long-range missiles are being used to strike deep within Russia. And this will definitely test the patience for Vladimir Putin, because right now we are getting reports that Ukraine has again used these Storm Shadow missiles to hit deep within Russia again in the Kursk region. Now, the thing to note here is that there are these 10,000 North Korean troops in the Kursk region where Russia is preparing a new offensive to take back the regions that Ukrainians have captured over the last few months. In fact, there are reports, according to Zelensky, according to Ukrainian intelligence officials, that more than 100,000 North Korean troops are right now preparing to enter Russia to fight Ukraine. At the same time, what we are hearing is that Joe Biden has also authorized deployment of landmines in Ukraine. Now, if you try to connect all of these dots, we'll try to understand that Russia is trying to take back the land that Ukraine has captured in Kursk. Ukraine is escalating, Zelensky is escalating this by using long-range missiles and striking deep inside Russia. Russia is holding its cards close to its chest. It's threatening nuclear strike against Ukraine and its allies in NATO. So things are really heating up. We haven't seen this since World War II. In fact, as we speak, there are reports that Sweden, Finland and Denmark have sent pamphlets to each of their citizens to stock up food, medicines, and essential supplies for weeks. Why would they do that? This has happened very, very few times after the Second World War. So clearly, certain things are not normal. These are abnormal things. And the world is staring at a disaster. Now, the thing is that there are just 60 days remaining for President Donald Trump to take charge, right? Now, before that, the Democrats want to do something because they know that once Trump comes back, he would immediately stop the war. So Democrats are trying their best to escalate this, and what we are seeing is just reckless behavior by the globalists, deep state, and the Democrats, because there is just no sense. Zelensky is not going to take back 18% of Ukrainian land which has been captured by Russia since 2022. Zelensky is not going to take back that land just by using these long-range missiles. So why is Zelensky doing that then? What is his objective? We need to ask these questions, because using these long-range missiles at this stage, when there are talks of negotiation, there are talks of ceasefire, the talks of ending the war, is clearly being played out by some invisible forces in the United States. And those invisible forces could be the ones which Trump talked about yesterday. Trump said that there are these forces within United States who are trying to escalate this, who have vested interests within Ukraine. And these are dangerous times. I mean, European countries, especially the Eastern European countries, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, have already warned their citizens. And we are getting reports that Russia has been building bunkers on a massive scale since March 2024 this year. And right now they have speed up the whole manufacturing. Now, there are two types of bunkers that are being built. One which can house 10 people and one which can house around 100 people for 48 hours. These bunkers are being built all over Russia. Okay. Now, on one hand, we see these bunkers being built in Russia. On one hand, we are seeing Eastern European countries warning their citizens to stock up. We are seeing Biden allowing these long-range missiles to be struck. We are seeing UK supplying Storm Shadow missiles to now being struck deep within Russia. We're seeing Putin warning about nuclear strike. What's happening? This is unprecedented. Now, what's going to happen is that Vladimir Putin is going to visit India, and it is expected that he will talk to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he will try to find a way to communicate to United States, whether it is the Democrats or the Republicans, that is Trump, to kind of give a final warning. I mean, again, these are all speculations because probably India is playing both the sides now these days with the West and with Russia. So probably it is a country which Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a person whom both the West and Russians feel comfortable talking to. So Putin is making this outreach to United States through these middle actors, and in fact, there should be a conversation between Putin and Trump. We can't rule that out, where this thing will be communicated. In fact, as we speak, the Republicans are trying their best to explore ways to kind of remove Joe Biden through some amendments and stuff. So everyone is trying to stop this whole third world war that Democrats are trying to start. Mind you, I'm not using the word Biden because Biden is just a puppet, right? We all know he's not taking these decisions. There are some other people behind the scenes who are taking these decisions. Some people allege that it's Obama. Some people allege it's the globalists. So we don't know who are behind, because these decisions are irrational. I mean, what is Zelensky going to achieve with these long-range missiles? I mean, maybe he will destroy some weapons depots and slow the invasion of Russia, but he's not going to take back the land that he has lost, right? So certain things are just irrational, and the whole risk to return ratio that Pentagon has thought of seems to be off, because the risk that they are taking in the next 60 days and the return that they're going to get, it just does not make sense. So who is actually taking these decisions is something to think over, and Donald Trump has to do something right now. Donald Trump has to probably reach out to Vladimir Putin, or probably Vladimir Putin has already reached out to him. We don't know if there are these secret conversations, because clearly Putin talking to Democrats is not going to happen, right? I mean, why would he do that right now with Biden authorizing these long-range strikes? So we are staring at a very, dangerous situation, and I'm going to track this. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep posting more videos on this topic. Let's hope that things cool down. My name is Girish. I'm signing off from this video. You're watching The Macro Story. Stay tuned.